In this issue of our Profiling Evil BOLO newsletter, I wanted to focus on the case of Terri Missy Bevers, the 45-year-old mother of three who was murdered inside of a creekside church in Midlothian, Texas. The homicide occurred somewhere between 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning on April 18th, 2016. I want to thank PE family member Charlotte D., who submitted this case through the evidence room. Thanks a lot, Charlotte. Well, this April marks the 5-year anniversary since her murder. Bevers was a fitness buff who led an early morning exercise class at her local church. All reports suggest that she was into social media and she shared much of her daily routine with everyone through this medium. Her normal routine was to show up at the church around 4 a.m. to get things ready for the group of people that would begin arriving between 4:30 and 5. Now, Midlothian, Texas is a city located about 25 miles southwest of Dallas with only a population of about 30,000 people. In a town like that, most people hear about things pretty quickly. Rumors and truths can spread quickly in such a place. The Christian church that Missy belonged to was large and spacious with many amenities, including a good security system. Now, that security system captured the killer on its CCTV videos inside of the church. Sadly, the cameras on the exterior of the building weren't functioning from what I've been told. Well, unbeknownst to her, the killer was breaking into the church as Missy was preparing her room for her arriving students. The assailant was wearing a tactical police uniform and is described as being 5'2" to 5'8" in height. While I haven't seen the police report or an indication of what type of instrument might have caused the lethal blows to her head, it's interesting to me that you can see the killer carrying a small sledgehammer and a crowbar. Now, if the killer approached Missy face to face, I would suspect that she probably didn't act fearful or try to run away once she noticed the police uniform, especially if the killer identified themselves as a police officer. But the assault was most likely a blitz-style attack, but that would be confirmed by the location of the wounds. Well, Missy's body was discovered a short time later as members of the exercise group began arriving. Now, the investigation has uncovered a number of interesting things that I hope you'll go out and spend some time looking into. This is a chance to go do some cyber sleuthing. Let's talk about a few of those and think about how you might explore the case. First, a suspicious vehicle was captured on camera in a parking lot nearby. Now, this was just a couple of hours before the assault, so the question becomes, was the vehicle's occupant involved? By examining the street network and the locations, you can provide some interesting dialogue on this element of the crime. Second, what do you think Missy's risk level was? Go back and watch my videos on the victim risk continuum and tell me what you think. Really, how did her risk level elevate when she left her home and entered the church at that early hour? Here's another question. Was Missy's murder the result of a burglary gone bad? Did she just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time? There was damage to the church, but the question I have is, was the damage an effort to stage the scene, or was it really an artifact of a burglary attempt? Another question is, do you think someone may have been stalking Missy? It's reported that she had hundreds of posts and photographs on her social media site. I assume the exercise class was also published in something like a church bulletin or something. Did this play a role in her victimization? I'd like to know your feelings about how you feel about putting so much information out in the public view. Does it diminish our ability to be just a little more unpredictable? And then, of course, the elephant in the room, where was Missy's husband? Reports are that he was out of town working. Is that normal behavior or was it an anomaly? Were there challenges in their relationship? Public information suggests that he was initially looked at and then later cleared. Now, reports also say that he's been fully cooperative with the police. What are your thoughts as you dig into this? Well, I look forward to seeing your comments on this case, and I hope you'll dig more deeply into it. I feel very strongly that keeping these cases in the public eye brings about closure. Maybe it's as simple as reminding someone the adage, if you saw something, say something. In other cases, time can be the thing that gives witnesses the courage to step up and do the right thing. So I sincerely hope that if you know something about this case, that you'll reach out immediately to the police department. Well, thanks for subscribing to the Profiling Evil BOLO. Please take a moment and go to our YouTube channel and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll receive a reminder when we go live with things like choir practice, our new Profiling Live segments, the public record, and our case reviews. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. And don't forget, in our next BOLO, we're going to be talking about cult characteristics a little more. Thanks and have a good day.